SGC just provided us with details for the national grading fees. We're going to talk about that in today's video and share just a little bit on the details of what I'll be looking for while I'm at the show. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out another video. Happy Thursday to everybody. As I mentioned in the intro, SGC just announced their on-site grading fees of $35. You drop the cards off there and you have them back by the end of the show. They also have a $15 special where I believe you probably drop them off there and then they take them back, grade them, and have them shipped back in the next like 5 to 10 days. I'm looking at both of those right now, and I do have plans on shifting some of the dollars I was planning on spending towards sports cards and moving that towards the grading fees. So very excited about that. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to look like, and I will do one video between now and the National. I will share with you guys what that final list of cards is that I'm planning on actually having graded at the National. So we'll do a kind of a preview, and then I will share with you guys what the results are in a later video. National news. Let me just kind of give you just a real brief take of my plans at the National. I get in 9:30 local time on Wednesday. I will head straight to the conference center. I am flying into O'Hare, so it's just a train station down, I believe, and we are within walking distance. I will head straight to where you pick up the VIP badge. I did do a VIP package, and so I will go get my lanyard and my pass and whatever goodies they give. And then I am walking straight to the SGC booth and, starting that submission process. From there, I'm going to plan on just doing value boxing or dollar boxing on Wednesday, trying to get a landscape or an understanding of the landscape and the show floor. But value boxing is pretty much what I'm going to be doing on Wednesday. I'm not sure exactly how much time I'm going to be spending on Wednesday. My wife is attending with me. She's going to go do some shopping down the road. There's an outlet mall or whatever nearby. We aren't staying by the actual National. We are staying downtown. Chicago is a city we love to go to, and there's a couple of hotels that we like staying downtown. So I will be actually training back and forth on a daily basis. But Thursday, I'm planning on doing a full day on Thursday to include, if possible, the TOPS conference. I know I've heard in years past, folks, there's a TOPS conference. I do have high interest in going to that. If I need to get tickets on Wednesday, I need to figure that piece of it out. But if I need to get tickets, that will be something I'll do on Wednesday for that TOPS conference. And I think it's towards the end of the show, the actual show hours on Thursday. From there on Thursday, I am planning on doing the Embassy Suites YouTuber social hour meetup thing. And so I hope to see a number of you guys there, whether you are a YouTuber or just somebody who likes watching and is planning on attending. Please, if you see me, whether you see me at the show, stop me, say hi. I'd love to chat with you guys, not only about, the show and what you guys are looking for at the show, but love to hear what you guys are, are collecting and what's on your guys' minds. So if you see me at the show at any point in time, please stop me. And of course, if you are planning on attending that social hour, let me know. I'd love to certainly, potentially have an adult beverage with everybody and, chat with a handful of folks above and beyond the other YouTubers that are going to be there. Friday, I'm not planning on attending the show. We are, again, my wife is coming with me, so Friday is going to be kind of a day that the two of us are going to do Chicago stuff. It's a city we've been to a bunch in the past, but there's various restaurants and things that we like to kind of do around Chicago. So unfortunately, the Cubs will not be playing in Wrigley, so that is not an option. I do believe, though, for folks that may be flying in on Wednesday, they are playing, the Cubs are playing the White Sox down at Comiskey. Tickets, last time I looked, weren't crazy. I don't have tickets yet, but I may look to snag a couple of tickets if the wifey wants to go check out a baseball game. So we may look to do that on Wednesday evening, but Friday we've got dinner reservations. There's a couple places we like to go to, but it's going to be just a day with me and my wife. Right now, though, my plans are to leave on Saturday Of course, if I end up doing this SGC submission and I can't have those cards back until Sunday, I'd be looking to potentially alter my plans as far as return times and return flights, those sort of things. I do want to talk just a little bit about the types of cards that I'm going to be targeting at this year's show. I was originally going to share with you guys just this giant list of 135 cards. Most of those cards, if you go to chasingmajors.com and you go look at some of the set registries that I have out there, those set registries share with you guys the cards that I'm missing for the Post-War Hall of Fame collection, the NFL Hall of Fame quarterback collection, and the NBA 75th Anniversary Team Rookie Card collection. Anything that's on those lists, essentially, that I'm missing are cards that I am looking to pick up in this year's show. But there's going to be a few things that I'm going to target. I'll briefly just chat with you guys about that. From the NBA 75th Anniversary Team, I'm going to be looking for 1957 rookie cards from folks that are on that specific list. I don't own any of them. Now, the Bill Russell's out of my price point at this point in time, so that's not a card, but the Bob Cousy could be a card that if I could find it and at the right price, or potentially put together some sort of a cash trade situation, or just somebody selling it at a great value, that could be a card that I'm looking to bring home. There's a number of other Hall of Famers. Arizen's there, Bill Sharman's there, Bob Pettit is there. There's one or two others I'm probably missing off the top of my head. But 1957 Topps basketball cards will be cards that I'm targeting. A little bit of the reason why. Those are cards that, while they are on online marketplaces, they don't sell a ton. There's not a bunch of them that are graded. If you go look at the total pop reports of most of those players and those cards, pop reports, you're talking 1,000 across the entire pop report, generally for those players. And for the collector's grades of, 5s, 4s, potentially 3s, generally I'd be wanting a 5 or a 4. If you could get up into a 6, that would be awesome as well. But you're probably talking between SGC and PSA, between 100 and 200 graded copies between those two companies. A lot of those cards do sell raw, and I'm not really interested in buying them raw unless I find them at the show raw and I have a high level of confidence that they're real and authentic. And then, quite honestly, I might buy and look to potentially even get them graded at the show, or do that 5 to 10 day turnaround situation that SGC will be providing. So those could be in play. There's about 7 quarterbacks, Hall of Fame quarterbacks, that I am looking at. All of those guys are in play at this show, with the exception of the Joe Namath. The Joe Namath is just a price point that I'm not really wanting to spend right now. And I still think that there's room for that card to come down following the pandemic spike. But Autogram is a card I'm missing, his rookie card. Unitas, Bart Starr, Norm Van Brocklin. There's one or two others maybe. Again, I'm not looking at the list, but all of those cards could be in play. From a baseball perspective, post-war Hall of Famers, I'm going to be brutally honest, guys. I'm only going to be looking for 1940s, so the 48s and the 49s, and the 1950s rookie cards. Anything north of $1,000 is probably not going to be in play. So like the Eddie Matthews and obviously the Mantles and the Mays, those aren't in play for this show, unfortunately. But there's some cards that I will be looking at potentially targeting. They could include an Ernie Banks rookie card. They could include either a Brooks Robinson or a Frank Robinson rookie card. Stan Musial, quite honestly, would probably be the very top card on my list. Across all of those sports and all those collections, he may be the very top of my list. And so if I could find a 48 Bowman Stan Musial in, like a PSA SGC 3.5, maybe a 4. The 4 might get up to where it's a little bit more expensive, but 3.5. If I could find a really cool, good registered copy of that card, that could be a card that I would love to bring home. Again, not a card that's super rare. It's kind of scarce. We don't see a ton of them sell. And then oftentimes when we see them sell, the centering on them, they're almost miscut a little bit. So, I do want to find the right copy. I will share with you guys, if I had my preference, I would bring home one sports card for my PC. one really big sports card for my PC. And the reason why is this is a bucket list item for me. I wanted to go to a national before I die. Obviously, I'm still a fairly young guy at 44 years old, but I don't know if I'll ever get back to another national. I can't say that I will, I can't say that I won't. And so because of that, this is going to be a special event for me. If I could bring one really cool bucket list type card home in one of these registries, I would love to. So if I have my preference, I would just get one really big card and bring that home. Obviously, there's a price point that I'm going to be willing to spend, and some of my cash is going to go to grading. But if it ends up turning out that I find just some really good deals on the types of cards that I've just mentioned with you guys, I will be certainly looking for those. So I did mention, or I think I mentioned at least, I will be doing one more video with the SGC submissions. I will share with you guys the cards that I'm planning on having graded at the show. And then, of course, we'll do a grading reveal at some point once I have those back in my possession. And I do plan on doing kind of, if I can, nightly recaps of the show for the days that I'm planning on attending. Say it one more time. If you guys are attending, you see me around, please stop me. Please say hi. I'd love to chat with you guys. Love to chat about your guys' experience and adventures and journey through the hobby. If you're going to the Embassy Suites thing, leave a comment below. Let me know that you're going to be there. I know a handful of you guys have already done so. So I do plan on seeing a number of you guys there. Looking forward to that. Looking to just kind of chat and talk with everybody about their collections and their national experience. So let's go ahead and wrap this up here. As always, any feedback, any comments, suggestions, leave them in the description below or the comments below. And we're less than a week away. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited for those of you that will also be attending. And then for those that aren't, we'll hopefully be seeing a lot of really cool content from me and a number of other YouTubers. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. As always, chat with you guys in the next one.